Welcome to Growing Minds Through Stories, where wisdom meets storytelling. Unlock timeless lessons on finance, success, and life through powerful narratives from history to today. Ready to grow your...
The marketplace of Babylon buzzed with life. Merchants called out their wares, their voices a symphony of commerce. Among them stood Omar, a seller of fine cloth, his stall a beacon of quality and fairness. Omar had a keen eye for detail, a warm smile for his customers, and a reputation that drew people from far and wide. His fabrics, sourced from the finest weavers, adorned the city's elite and brought him considerable wealth. Years of hard work had borne fruit, and Omar's stall stood as a testament to his dedication. Omar took pride in his work, but his heart held a wisdom that went beyond the gleam of gold. He believed that true wealth lay not just in the coins one possessed, but in the peace of mind that came with knowing one's future was secure. This belief stemmed from a place of deep empathy, for Omar had witnessed a side of the marketplace that whispered of hardship and uncertainty. As he went about his day, helping wealthy nobles and common folk alike, Omar couldn't help but notice the subtle signs of time etching themselves onto the faces of his fellow merchants. He saw the weariness in their eyes, the slight tremors in their hands that spoke of years spent tirelessly tending to their trade. These were men who had dedicated their lives to the marketplace, just as he had. The sight of these aging merchants, their bodies stooped with time, their faces etched with worry lines, filled Omar with a deep sense of unease. He had seen some of them, once proud and prosperous, reduced to selling off their wares at a pittance, their eyes reflecting a fear of what tomorrow held. They had toiled their entire lives, yet the comfort and security of a well-deserved rest eluded them. Omar realized that the marketplace, for all its vibrancy and opportunity, was also a fickle mistress. It could be unforgiving to those who were unprepared for the inevitable passage of time. A strong back would one day weaken, and nimble hands might lose their dexterity. What would become of those who had nothing to fall back on when their bodies could no longer keep up with the demands of the marketplace? One evening, as the sun cast long shadows across the bustling marketplace, a young man named Karim approached Omar's stall. Karim, Omar's apprentice, was a bright and eager learner, his eyes sparkling with the ambition of youth. He had been observing Omar's interactions with the older merchants, noticing the somber look that would often cross his mentor's face. "Master Omar," Karim began, his voice filled with respect and a hint of concern, "I have noticed that you seem troubled by the plight of the older merchants. Is it not their due to enjoy the fruits of their labor after a lifetime of hard work?" Karim's question, though simple, struck a chord deep within Omar. It was a question that had been weighing heavily on his mind, urging him to seek a different path, a path that didn't end in uncertainty and hardship. "Karim," Omar replied, his voice filled with a wisdom earned through years of observation and contemplation. "You are right to ponder this. It is a merchant's duty to provide for himself and his family, not just for today, but for all his days." Omar went on to explain that while the marketplace offered opportunities for wealth, it was not a guarantee. He had seen too many merchants, skilled and hardworking though they were, fall upon hard times in their later years. Omar placed a hand on Karim's shoulder, his gaze steady and filled with a fatherly concern. "I have learned that true peace of mind comes not just from the gold in one's purse, but from the knowledge that one has planned for the future, that one has built a foundation for a life of comfort and dignity, even when the body can no longer work as it once did." This, he explained, was the true measure of a merchant's success. Omar, determined to ensure that Karim would not face the same uncertainties as many of their fellow merchants, decided to share the wisdom he had gleaned over the years. "Karim," he began, "the secret to a golden retirement, a life of comfort and dignity in one's later years, lies in following a path paved with foresight and discipline." He then outlined his four-step plan. "Firstly, we must learn to save diligently and invest wisely," Omar explained, his voice taking on the tone of a seasoned mentor. "Just as a farmer sets aside the finest seeds for the next planting season, we must learn to set aside a portion of our earnings to invest in ventures that will yield returns in the future." He stressed the importance of starting early, for time, he said, was a merchant's greatest ally. "Secondly, we must strive to create multiple streams of income, like rivers flowing into a vast lake," Omar continued, emphasizing the importance of diversification. This could involve investing in rental properties, lending money at interest, or even something as simple as purchasing a share in a trader's caravan. The key, he explained, was to ensure that one's income was not solely dependent on the strength of one's back or the dexterity of one's hands.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel Growing Minds Through Stories.